Do men choose the women they want versus the women they need? You said something about them being attractive and they pick them and then they'll end up leaving them if a crisis occurs. That's kind of where you hit.
I'm going at patterns that I've seen, and I have seen in my life a lot of men choose women based off of looks, or maybe it's on a whim, or maybe it's like a romantic summer romance that should have ended at the end of summer, and they'll make a lifelong commitment to that, and then you'll see them like slowly grow apart, or they'll keep it up, because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, but it's obvious there's no more love left in that relationship or that marriage or whatnot. But I have seen men they'll have the choice. Like there'll be that woman that you can tell, like we've all had those friends, like you think, oh my God, this could work out. And you're like, rooting for this group. And then he picks the girl and you're like, wait, where did she come from?
Yeah.
And then she's with him for all the wrong reasons. And you're like,
Why are they picking?
okay. I'm still happy for you, I guess. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I don't want her to wreck your life. It's happening.
Yeah.
And here's the train.
Well, I think Love is Blind is like a perfect example. It was one couple where they connected on like a really good like levels, like communication wise. Like once he saw her, he was like, okay, she's nice. But the other girl he didn't choose, that they didn't have a connection with, was way hotter than her. And he was like, he second guessed her ever since then. And he told her, I can't be with you because you're not my type. Yeah. It didn't matter about the connection. It didn't matter about the chemistry. It didn't matter about someone he needed because he wasn't attracted to her in the way that he was attracted to a woman that he's used to dating.
Right.
So attraction, I don't think men choose who they need. They choose who they want sometimes. Because that's why some men, when they're like, man, I should have chose that other girl. But, they get into situations like that. But when you a grown man, you know what you want. When you reach that level of like, I don't care. I know what I'm looking for. I'll cut you off. Yeah. I'll cut this person off. I don't care how you look. Right. That's when, but it takes a while for a man to reach that point.
And for a man to know what he needs. And then I feel like it's important, like if he knows where he's going in life and seeing, like we kind of back to our prior conversation, just that it's really important that they know their purpose. They know the value. And then you pick somebody that values you too. And compliments that. I think that's very important. But again, I can't speak for men. I can't speak for their choices. But I have seen some obvious, and I feel like that happens when you get a little bit older. You get a little bit of wisdom. And I've had people always say, like, older people, sometimes you see them kind of try to play matchmaker. Yeah. Sometimes they see stuff that we don't see, and they feel like see this beautiful match. And hindsight, when you grow up, you're like, man, that person was great. Why didn't I see what they saw? Everybody was like, kind of encouraging, like, oh, you guys are great together. You're like, well, we're just kind of checking things out. Yeah. And later on, you're like, man, the grass was not greener. Yeah. That person was perfect for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always that grass is greener mindset that messes both sex.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think women tend to see men and they think the way we think. I don't think most men, let me not say all men. I don't think most men need a woman. I think the only woman they need is their mother. And if they want you, they're going to marry you. But I don't think men ever think I needed her.
Unless that man don't like his mom.
So I think women...
I don't know.
A lot of men don't like their mothers.
I'm going to have to push back on that.
No. That's because we think. That's what we think. We even expect them to communicate like we do. When you should have known without talking. Oh, he should have known without us saying. I don't think they say, I needed her. I want her.
So like...
Men want what they want.
I've seen guys make posts and they'll have like a big booty, pretty girl. And they'll make posts like, when you married her just for her looks and she can't cook. It's like, she can't clean. She doesn't.
They don't care.
She doesn't take. Yeah, but I think it wears on you after
a while. It wears on them after a while, but they don't care. They'll be like, oh, my wife can't cook. It's fine. My mom's going to teach her.
But so a good girl, so does a good woman wears on them after a while. That's why he picks what he wants. It's not like you're a good girl and she's a bad girl. He's going to love you more. That's not how men operate. I don't think. I could be wrong, guys.
Yeah. I know. I almost want y'all to chime in. I almost want to flip this question and do it from a female perspective. Because
we're a lot of brothers. They choose what they want.
Yeah.
I thought he needed his wife. What the hell are you doing with her? But that's not.
That is true. Because you see some men that's like, why? You could have had something with somebody else and they're like, I'm like, this lady is crazy, but they love her.
Yeah,
crazy
they love that
ass.
crazy.
They
That's what
do.
They love that crazy.
I mean, I
They
don't
that's
know.
true. Because you see a man that's dealing with a toxic woman, they rather deal with that toxic woman
Mhm.
because that's what they want. They don't want the quote
Oh.
unquote good girl. They
Yeah.
want what
Kelly's
they
pushing
want.
back over here.
And
Because-
women don't want to accept
Because
that
I've
because our
seen-
ego.
I've seen
we
men.
put it as good girl, bad girl.
Mhm.
I know,
A
not
man
even
knows-
good girl.
Okay.
I've seen men like pick the girls like, oh, she's cute and she's bubbly and she's fun and I love her, right?
Mhm.
And then she can't balance a checkbook and she helped him go bankrupt and
He don't care.
she swiped the card too many times and was like, oh, I didn't know there were no funds in there, or she leaves the kids because she wants to go party, but she's pretty,
Oh.
it's like,
I actually have an example of that. There's a housewife. God forbid that I doubt they're watching, but she's a Russian lady. She's very beautiful, very fit, very, she got all this, and her husband, they live in a very nice house. They have a kid together. She treats him like crap. She goes out and party.
Oh man.
She doesn't like spending time with him. She just likes to party and go
Oh
out with
my
her friends.
God.
And he sobbed about my wife, but he loves that woman. He ain't going nowhere.
That
That's what he
poor guy.
wants.
Because that's what he wants.
Yeah.
He's not gonna
Exactly.
say, you know what, I want you, but what I need is a Molly Mac butter. So let me go find her. It's not happening.
He could because
They
he
are
has the
so-
income and
I don't
he's
know.
well put together, but
I think they're precise.
Yeah.
But that's just from me growing up with brothers and uncles. And
so you don't think men regret the woman they choose?
they
ever?
do regret it, but they
they may regret dogging you out.
Look, he's
I know. I really want the guys to chime
Yeah,
in.
okay, so
Are we just
production-
uttering like
production? What do you I mean?
production.
Yeah, you guys chime in.
Do
I
it.
really
we
wanna
kind
hear
of need
from
like
the
a
guy.
man's perspective.
almost